There we go. Here it is. Okay. So, thank you very much for bearing with us. We're going to do a robot kid with a spinning top hat. Okay. So let's do that. So we've got our Apple Pencil. You can use like a rubber stylus. That's interesting. You could use one of those. But I've got the iPad Pro. I'm not flexing. I'm not doing a rice gum thing. I'm not flexing about what I've got. But I've got an iPad Pro and we've got the Apple Pencil. I did actually lose the lid for it, so I'm not that good. So we've got that. Basically, the iPad Pencil Apple Pencil is really good because it's got degrees of pressure sensitivity, which to look at it you wouldn't think that it would. Because when I first got it, I thought, oh my god, man, it just looks like a pencil, and that's rubbish. But it's brilliant because like when you use things like Wacom tablets and stuff like that, you get these pencils, you get these Wacom pens and stuff like that, and they're like sort of like space age, aren't they? And they've got buttons on the side, and they're like really, you go, oh man, these are so cool, they've got a button on the side. But it's not. You really want to be just drawing with a pencil, and it feels, the weight of it's really nice as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to load up my brushes, and as you can see there, I've got a load of sketch brushes. So what we're going to do, we're going to use the HB pencil, right? That's the brush. And what I like to do is when I'm drawing and planning out, is I like to use a blue pencil because it makes me feel like I'm an animator or something like that. I'm not, but I can do animation sort of thing. So if you are in the room and you have just joined us, I like to call it a room for some reason when I'm broadcasting live. It's just one of these things that I'm used to. That's what we used to say on Blog TV. Hey, welcome to the room. You're not in a room, I'm just talking. So it's just old habits die hard. Don't forget, if you are here, you can actually donate to my Streamlabs. You can donate to the broadcast if you want. It's not compulsory, but if you do donate, this up here, you get like a shout out name and stuff, and then over there you get your name on the broadcast. Yeah. So let's get this pencil going. So we're going to do a robot kid. So if he's going to be a robot kid, he's going to have a big old head, I think. So what I like to do is I like to plan stuff out first, and then so if he's a robot kid, he's going to have ears, but they're not going to be sort of they're not going to be like proper ears. They're going to be like robot ears. So they're going to have some kind of like, they're sort of like tin cans on the side, and then we've got his eyes here. There we go. And he's sort of like got a big old head. And then what we're going to do, we're going to give him some little lights there. And then what we're going to do, we're going to give him a bit of a C3PO look to his eyes. And then I don't want to make him too C3PO, but let's do one of those. So he's a robot kid. Alright, and we'll do some paneling there. So there's the robot kid's face. And yeah, so and then we're going to give him a body. So it's so hard not to make them Star Wars like. So here's his body, and then we're going to give him some. So we're going to break down the shape. So we're going to do like circles there, and we're going to give him some big old hands. Okay, to make him. So what I like to do with hands is just if I'm drawing a hand, I just go circle, and then just like do these like little Mars bars, miniature Mars bars on there. And then because he's a robot, right? What we're going to do, we're going to give him some knuckles there, and then we're going to do some lines coming down. It's a bit like a bit inspired by a Judge Dredd hand there. So he's got little knuckles there, okay? So that's quite a cool hand. And then his arm comes around there, and then we'll do some little, give it a bit of armour. And then we'll do a sort of like hinge there, and then we'll bring that round. And then this arm goes into this socket here. So there we go. And as I say, if you push down hard, it gets darker, and if you don't, so then we've got to emulate this on the other side. So we've got the arm there, and as I say, I like to do circle, and then we do some like Mars bars. There we go. So just do those. And then you sort of like, you're looking at this arm here, and then trying to emulate what's going on there. And if you want to, in Procreate, as you're drawing, if I do that and I make a mistake, I just tap my two fingers on there, and then it gets rid of it. Okay, that's a tip for you. There you go. So as I'm drawing, so I've got so that's his thumb there. And then we've got another finger there, another finger there. And we're trying to emulate what's over here. So we're going to put a little dot over there. And then we're going to put this little pad bit here. And then his arms there. And then what we're going to do is emulate that. So I'm sure Star Wars... Yeah, they have, haven't they? So we're just basically emulating what's over here. So we want to make. We don't want to do. It's so tempting to just put one of those in the middle of his body and then but you can't. So we're not going to do that. As tempting as it is, we're not going to do that. So what we're going to do, we're just going to bring this round like so. Bring it round like that, and then we're going to sort of like create like a. It's like a shirt. And I'm going to do some legs here. I don't know if anybody has joined us. We got. Oh shit! Aces. Am I still broadcasting? Am I still broadcasting, mate? Yeah, okay, that's cool. The thing that I was watching it in has broke. So what's good about this as well, you can sort of like move stuff about. You can shrink him down. So basically, if I want to move him about, what I do is I go to the top. What I'll do is I'll move this down a tad so you can see. I'll make this a little bit smaller so you can actually see what I'm doing. Okay. Yeah, okay. So I want you to see the stuff at the top. I should have shown you the stuff at the top. So what's great is you can go to this here, and then you can move him about and then shrink him down. And what's the great thing about doing digital artwork is if you mess up, you can either obviously undo. But if I say to myself, "Oh, this arm I've got here is a bit too long," right? What I can do is you can just go to your selection tool, select around it like so, give it a dink, and then just move that closer. You can sort of like experiment. I'm quite happy with that arm, but if it was wrong, I would. You could do that. That's good. So we're going to do his legs, and he's got a spinning top hat. So we're going to do his legs. So what we're going to do first, we're going to construct his legs like so. And I like when I like doing robots, I like doing big feet, because I think to myself, they're probably top heavy, so they really need big feet to stabilize them. That's good that it's loud and clear. So once we've got this sort of like basic structure of the character, like so. We can start. So we want the weight of the robot to be on his feet. So, and then what we can do some wires coming off here, make it a bit more interesting, bit like a cutesy Cyberman from the old Star Wars. No, Doctor Who, Star Wars. What am I on about? So, and I'm looking at him now, and I'm looking at his posture. His posture's not very good. So what I'm going to do is you can sort of like tweak stuff. So I'm going to move him forward, maybe move him forward a bit, like so. Like that, and then grab his head like that, and then I'm going to make his head bigger than that, because the whole cute kid thing, big heads and stuff like that. So I'm going to make his head a bit bigger, and then I'm going to move him down a touch, like so. So there we've got a structure for that robot. Now spinning top hat. We've got this thing here. So what we're going to do, let's get rid of this. It looks nice without a hat, but what we're going to do is we're going to do that top hat. So our top hat is like that. When you say spinning top hat, what I'm going to do is I could have it spinning round, but what I want to do is I'm taking your words and I'm changing them round. So I'm going to have if that's what you meant, so it's a top hat, but it's got a spinning disc on it, like so, so it hypnotise people. So, and then, oh, thank you very much, Aces, man. I really appreciate that, man. Thank you very much, much appreciated. So, what we're going to do, he's got a top hat. So, I think a robot with a top hat is just weird. So, what we're going to do, we're going to give him some tails. Let's give him some tail. Let's make this look like a jacket. So, yeah, he's So there you go. He's like a robot with a hypno wheel. Thank you. I really appreciate that. That's very kind of you. So he's got this hypno wheel on his head, and he's sort of like a little robot hypnotist. So what I've done that. So that's all done in sketches. You like it? We're going to start inking it now. So we're going to make it a bit more fun. So you've got that all sketched up. Now what we're going to do, we're going to add some ink to it. Now, I downloaded these brushes. They're called, they're like comic book brushes. If you do a Google, you'll be able to find them, and they're really easy to... thank you, man. Cheers, fam. You can download these brushes from places. I bought these. I can't remember where I got them from, but they're really brilliant, because they've got like the Mort Drucker brush. And for those of you who don't know who Mort Drucker is an artist from Mad Magazine, and I absolutely love Mad Magazine. Mad Magazine is one of my favourite books. I've even got one here. Look, this is a British Mad, and Mort Drucker is just fabulous. One of the best caricature artists you'd ever see, man. I don't know how, he's really old now, and I've always wanted to meet him, but I don't think I ever will. But maybe one day. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. So what we're going to do now, we're going to start adding ink to our character, and we might add some colour depending on time and a bit. We're going to do inks and shading. Okay, so we're going to get our black, right? And I used to love Don Martin as well. Oh, Oh yeah, I love Mad Magazine. Is there a MadCon? Wow, I never knew that. So let's start getting some ink on here. We've lowered the layer, we load the layer down, and then we're going to start. What's lovely about, look at that. It just feels like when you're actually drawing with these, it actually feels like you're drawing with a pencil. So because you've got the blue lines there, I'm actually extending there, and then I'm just going to do a swirl pattern there. Got to the MadCon, brilliant. So then we're going to, and what's great, it just feels really smooth, man. And because like you got this lovely sort of like action on the pencil. It's lovely. And then we just bring that in. And then we bring it round like that. Do you still speak to anybody from Blog TV, Aces? I wish I could post a picture of my wife or not. Oh, wicked, man. Yeah. So there we go. Yeah, flipping tweet about it. Do whatever, man. I don't mind. That's cool, man. So yeah, so we got his head there, and then, as I say, these brushes are so nice to work with. They're like streamlined. So when you draw, there's like a sort of like smoothness as you're going round, man. Oh, okay. That's good, man. Did you ever do that iVlog TV? So as you can see, right, this is like this is me putting a lot of pressure on the brush, but this is me doing it lightly, and it does feel like a pencil. It's absolutely freaky deaky, but so here we go like that. We've got a bit more thickness to it. So what we're doing, we're creating this robot, and I'm not quite happy with how the shoulder's going to be. So I did Vapors TV. Cool. So you go like that. Yeah, let's do it like that. So that's how his shoulder is, and like what we'll do is say we'll emulate that over here. So then you bring this arm down, and look, this is what's a lovely thing about same guy, different site. Wow. Oh, cream. You remind me of the new age Bob Ross. I love Bob Ross, man. Happy Little Clouds. So what I love about how to make lines on Procreate, it's really cool because like what you do, if I go like this, I'm doing a squiggly line and then I hold it down. Look at that. It creates this line here, right? Brilliant. So I can go from here to here, hold it down, and it creates this line. Oh, where shall I place it? I want to place it here. Okay? So you go like that. That's really, I think that's really powerful. Okay, so if I did that, hold it down, it's brilliant, and then you move it about like that. Okay, so I want it there, but also as well, what I can do now, hold on, so I've done that line. Oh, hold on, excuse me. Okay, so yeah, it's a really good feature. So you just do a line, hold it down, bink, hold it down, bink. Right? So if I go like this, I hold it down, I move that about, okay, that's brilliant, isn't it? But then what I can do now is if I go to the top to my selection, I can still manipulate that line. I can still move it about and place it wherever I need it to be. That's really fucking powerful, that is. That's really powerful. Excuse me. Brilliant. So, and then as I say, I'll work on these. And then I'll work on the knuckles there. Really powerful. It's got a really nice perspective feature as well, but I need to get my head around it before I start talking about it. So there we go. It's good, isn't it? It's clever, very clever, very clever. And then we'll do some hinges in there. Okay. So we go dink, and then we put some little bit of shade in there, just to show that it's a bit of a grill, and then that is going to be part of his jacket. Okay. And then, as I say, we repeat the same sort of process over here. So we're just trying to emulate the other hand, like that. But oh yeah, oh, that's cool, man. Yeah. Well, that's what I'm going to do. There's a guy called Draw with Jazza who's been going on. He's been on YouTube for ages, man. And it's really good, and it makes me sad. Not sad. I think it's brilliant what he does, but I wish I'd carried on with my sort of like broadcasting from back in the blog TV days and carried on doing stuff. Do you know what I mean? I would have progressed a lot more, but life gets in the way, doesn't it? Sometimes. If you know what I mean. So there we go. Then we do his leg there. Yeah, man, definitely. And then we do his feet like so. Yeah, I've got a friend called Stav. And he's got a chain of vape shops. They're called Vape HQ. I think they're the third biggest in the UK now. So then, what was it? Now that I've done this leg, I can sort of like add little gubbins on there, like little panels and stuff. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It's like stuff gets in the way, man. Do you know what I mean? Life, bills. But I'll tell you something. Flipping blog TV was good for me, man, because I think between me and you, right? I think a lot of people on there were just quite lonely and bored, man. Do you know what I mean? And I think what was so great about blog TV is it brought a load of people together, and it was nice, man. It was good. I used to love going on there, just chatting to people, going into somebody's broadcast. Very interesting people. Met some very interesting people on there. And some idiots as well. Yeah, it was good times. And the thing is, you will never, ever get that back. People go, oh, I miss blog TV days. You'll never get that back. That was... And that was... When that site went down, it was end of an era, man. Do you know what I mean? You can try and recreate it all you want with, like, you now and all this sort of stuff, but you'll never bring back those days, man. Which is sad, but you know, it was. Don't regret it, man. It was good times, man. Yeah, I loved it. I remember things that one thing that I remember about you, and correct me if I'm wrong. I hope it was. I think it was you. I think somebody had an accident outside your house years ago. Do you remember that? Do you remember that? Somebody had an accident, and it was like, yeah, it was somebody that crashed their car. Do you remember that? Was it you? It was you, wasn't it? Yeah, man, flipping. It was like, yeah, and it was like you were like live at the scene, man, flipping. Yeah, it was like live at the scene. It was like crazy times, man. But yeah, I remember that. I felt for you, man. Felt for you. So look at that, man. Look at that. Look what we've done so far. This is mine and your creation, my friend. This is mine and your creation. This is your Robo Kid with a... Yeah, I know, man. I remember. Yeah. Absolutely horrible, man. Horrible. Horrible stuff. But yeah, it always sticks in my head, that does. Yeah, it wasn't nice, was it? But you kept it together, man. You kept it together, man. So then they've got our robot head. See, there we go. He's got some C3PO lines there. All right, so that's quite cool. So he's a sort of hypnotic robot. Okay, so there we go. Then we're going to put some thick lines around him, make him pop out. I think I might make this oh, does it? Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I think I will try and make this a regular thing. So what day is it now? So it's I don't know how. Yeah, Hypno Boybot, that's what it is. Hypno Boybot. He's the Hypno Boybot, but he uses his hypno powers for good. He's not one of these like evil Hypno Boybots. Yeah. I might do it on Tuesday. Yeah. And then just try, or Wednesday. I don't know yet. Is it 3:30 EST? That's a good time, isn't it? Okay, so it's... Yeah, if I can keep it a regular show, so it's 3:30... So 3:30. So we start the. So if we start the show, if I start 8 PM, and then it'd be 3 o'clock. Okay, what? Yeah. Yeah. Let's give him a backstory. Okay, so years ago, this robot, right? This robot was like it was just like a serving droid, sort of like bit protocol droid, little protocol droid, you know, serving tea, making coffee and stuff. And every Saturday morning, hypno droid, yeah. Hypno Droid used to come on Saturday evening TV, and he used to watch it with his masters. Hypno Droid, which was a Saturday night TV show where a droid would hypnotise various humans and get them to do stupid things like pretend to be Mick Jagger. And he used to watch that, and he used to think it was amazing, and he used to think to himself, it's like, one day I want to be like Hypno Droid. And obviously he went on the internet, because they do have internet, the internal internet in his head, and yeah, he decided that he wanted to be a hypnotist, like his hero, Hypnodroid. So this kid is called, what did you call him? You called him something cool, man. What did you call him? You called him Hypno Kid Droid. So this is Hypno Kid Droid. Hypno Kid Droid. And so there we go. So we've got him there. Hypno Kid Droid. And then you can just, like, what I'll do now is I'll take away that blue pencil, and then I'll just start doing a bit of shading here and there, and we'll do a bit of sort of like chrome, bit of cross hatching. Hypno Kid Droid. Make it look chrome-like. Maybe we'll have a decal on there. And then what we'll do is we'll come over here. It's cool, isn't it? Hypno Kid Droid. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish this off by doing a little bit of shading. So what I do with when I'm working on shading with a black and white character, what I'll do is I'll create another layer on top, and then I'll just take the layer down to opacity down to about, let's go 20. 20 is a good number, and then basically what I'll do is I'll get my black, and then I'll just start drawing there and getting a bit of shade in there, and then you get this sort of like cell shaded sort of feel to it. Like so. And then we'll make this area dark. Hypno Kid Droid. It's coming together, isn't it? And there we go. Dink, dink, dink. But yeah, if you know anybody who from blog TV, or just spread the word, man, that I'm back broadcasting. After a bit of a break from it all, to be honest, but we're doing all right, man. We're doing all right. We're doing okay. Hypno Kid Droid. Yeah, it is coming to life, isn't it? I'll just get the lighting right. And the thing is, it's like when you do all this shading, it really makes it pop. And what I love to do as well, I watched this from watching Jazza Draws, is what's nice to do is you do what they call rim lighting. I should have known about this ages ago, but like you sort of like, because like you do your own thing and you don't spot these things, but rim lighting is where you go get an eraser, and then what you do, you just do, oh that's a bit too, so you get an eraser and then you just like create like an edge around it, like so, like that, and see how it makes the character pop. Just like a really sort of like thin line around the edge. So you do like that, and just tidy it up there. See, just do a little shading and then a little bit of rim lighting, like it's been lit from the side. It just really, yeah, it really makes it come to life. And then what you can do is, so what you can do, you can duplicate that, put that over the top, right, like that. Look at that. You can do that, and then what you do, you get your eraser again, bring the eraser in, and then what you do, you just take stuff away. So if I start taking this away, so you get this sort of like a step of shading. And then we can just so you get sort of like a gradient sort of thing, and that's like really useful. And see that there, just making that like that makes it like, gives it that sort of like chrome feel to it, doesn't it? Just take that away, bring that round like that, and then you get sort of like a metallic-y feel to it. And then just, you can do a little zigzag down there as well. And just bring that round there. So basically I like to do some shade. So you got your black and white line drawing. Okay, so let's take you through it on the actual iPad. So you got, so how we've worked here. First, step one, pencils. This is where you plan all your pencil lines. I like to work in blue, but you don't have to work in blue if you don't want to. Another thing, and then we went from the ink. We went from that to some line work. So I'm going to take away those pencils. So then we did our line work. Just do a little bit of cross hatching. I like to put a thick outline around your characters. That really helps. It just makes it sort of like stuff pop out. And then what we did is we did some shading. Let's bring the line drawing, put some shading, and then what we do afterwards, we duplicate that, and then we start taking areas away. So if we just take that away, so we've got that, we duplicate it, and then we start taking bits away from it, and then you piece it all together minus the pencils, and then that's what you get. And what we'll do now, we'll sort of like, we'll knock this down to about, let's go 50, and then we'll just colour in the background like so, and this will also make him pop. So let's fill in this background. So we're going to wrap up now. So this was just basically me showing you how to work on the old Procreate. Many thanks to Aces Wolf for the donation. I really appreciate it. It's very, very kind of you. And hopefully we'll see you soon. If you've never been to this before, if you've never been to this broadcast before, please come back, and it'd be cool, man. We'll do some other stuff. If you've got any requests or any questions you want to know about Procreate, please put them in the comments below. That's it, really. That's it. That's all I've got to say. But thank you very much for being here for my first broadcast back on sort of like a big thing. Yeah. Okay then. So thank you very much. I'm going to stop broadcasting now. I will try and keep these as regular as possible, but brilliant to see you, mate. Brilliant to see you. You take care. Thank you. Bye.